I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want, babe. Don't think twice about love. I say these things because I love you. But it's hard to explain, and I'm hoping that you're feeling the same way. You know that all of my feelings are inside, and verbally I tend to forget how much I love you really means. Oh, lately,
Have I told you I love you?
go ahead, Wallace. Lately,
Have I told you you still mean the world to me? Have I told you I love you?
I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want, baby.
Baby.
I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting. I'm just fitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put this shit on the line. I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting.
I love you.
I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want,
I think that's a cool
baby.
way to start this.
That's a cool way to start it.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
man,
I think that's a cool way.
since that was a cool way, let's go ahead and jump on into this real cool way. And thanks for coming back
Welcome
to
back.
another season of Dropping Dymes. Well, we back at the crib. Y'all saw season. Y'all saw the first episode of
I
season
saw the
3.
intro to season 3.
But
The live,
we back in the home studios,
the show.
the Dropping Dime headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the studio. I
back
like
in the
that.
studio, back in the Dropping Dime headquarters, man. And welcome back, man. Thanks for fucking with us. Thanks for riding with us. We appreciate you. As always, if you already subscribing, man, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Yeah, do that.
Come fuck with
Come
your
fuck
friends.
Your friends here at Dropping Dime.
I actually missed y'all, honestly. Like the live was really dope, man. It really
Live was cool.
gave me a lot of energy. So I'm excited to be back with
I
y'all,
was
man.
drunk.
Were you?
Let's
Yeah.
jump
I
back
thought
on
that
that.
was your regular.
Let's jump back on that.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
jump.
All
Let's jump right
Man,
back in there.
hey, listen, it's been a hell of a weekend.
You got a full shot.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I appreciate these guys. We've been celebrating my birthday all weekend. And Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man. What
That's
you
why I
in?
ain't got no
38?
voice right now. No, come on.
Happy motherfucking 35th.
Start making these
30,
jokes.
35 tomorrow.
35,
So
man.
this is a celebration show. You know, if you want to leave
Tomorrow,
something,
last week, though.
I'm going to drop my cash
I
app
knew
across
that
the
was
screen right here.
I'll write it across there.
Yeah. My cash app going to be right here. You know, don't hesitate. Whatever the Lord may put on your heart, send it. You know?
Whatever he puts in your spirit. Whatever he puts in your spirit.
Taking all donations.
We love, we'll take the kind that jingle, but we love the kind that
That
fold.
True preacher, that boy. True pastor.
Oh,
Hey.
man, he ain't never heard that before.
I was trying to add something digital wise, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just let it be.
All right, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, just cash out
'Cause
right
now,
here.
I
It's
just
right
want,
here.
I just want the button pressed
Just
in.
put happy birthday, whatever. But I appreciate it though. And my guys came out, showed me a good time, man. We had a great night.
Don't send it to him. Send it to Dropping Down. So I give you the Dropping Downs cash.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's all support, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Just buy a t-shirt for that.
Or
Look at
That's a fact.
See
That's
that?
a fact.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
all right,
promo, baby.
That's
there you go.
smooth
So
pull-up.
instead of sending something for
No,
Brandon's
we
birthday,
didn't say instead.
buy it as a
Also-
t-shirt, man.
Also,
Instead of
nigga, God damn. All right.
it's always we, man. Never me.
You right. You right. Not even on my birthday.
Nope.
Okay. This nigga is hell.
You forfeited that.
Super hell, boy.
Ooh, these niggas are the worst,
But
but
hey, we back for a
We here.
third
We
season,
back.
man. And y'all don't even know how much we really appreciate y'all just continuing to rock with us, man, for
Man.
this long. And hopefully y'all still there. We see you still subscribe, but hey,
Yeah.
We up
This
to
season,
210 now, man.
I can honestly tell you, this season about to be.
No,
this about to be a hell of a season.
This it.
It's about to be a hell of a season.
This gonna be it.
We respond to comments.
Yeah, this
we
gonna be
responding to whatever. Like if you got ideas of what we should talk about, man, put that shit
We
down there.
use on all that.
This season is that season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first two seasons
So we had to warm up. We had practice.
I felt like season 2 was a little step up.
Yeah,
That
was training camp.
The first season, the first season we was crawling.
Live now.
Nah,
First season we was crawling. The second season we was starting to walk. Man, we put on our fucking running shoes. We running this season.
So and we bringing guests too.
We gonna bring
so we got a lot
on here
for y'all.
Listen, it's all a part of us putting them shoes on, man. We really fucking running this season, bro.
Yeah.
So like, know that
we got
this
3
shit,
lights.
Yeah, we about to take this shit up. Yeah, we got extra lights in this motherfucker. Now y'all can actually see that we not as dark as
each
we
one
look.
of us got a light.
Exactly.
Look.
We not as dark as we look at this one.
Each one of us got a light.
Listen,
I love it.
We about
Can
to
you
take it
bring
up
my
a
light
notch.
a little closer?
Right.
Sure,
That ain't
please.
your light. That's your light.
Oh, my bad.
There you
See,
go.
I'm fucking up with
Hey,
the light.
you learning, brother.
It
I
was
was talking
cool.
to the light and people. So,
Yeah,
you know,
and they didn't
I
make
know.
it seem
I
like they're
told
in the
you.
background.
We
Look, I told you. God damn.
Ain't no mistaking that.
He's over the lighting department also.
Hey, straight BTS.
You gotta stop.
that
saying
stands for
shit.
behind the scenes. In case y'all ain't know.
Yeah.
We
Ain't no sexual shit.
niggas is throwing out terms. We heard some shit one time.
One time, boy, I promise. That's all it takes.
Yeah, like
man.
you said, it's hot.
Man,
the light
listen,
getting hot.
The light was hot. You
But,
had a red light back there earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't got it no more.
Battery died.
Battery died. We had to charge that motherfucker up. But listen, since we here for season 3, man, we're gonna jump right on in there because we this is a good one. This is a good one. And I know
I concur.
This some shit that we see it talked about on social media. It's talked about in small circles. I don't think men really talk about it amongst themselves like we used to. But one, kind of 2 parts to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think chivalry is dead? And what's the comparison with chivalry from our parents and our grandparents to what is considered chivalry now for us?
What we believe from our parents and grandparents.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when I started thinking about it, and I only met one of my grandfathers, and I was like, I can't imagine that man being chivalrous ever in his life. So I'm like,
He was that type of guy.
He ain't say much, he ain't do much. He was pretty much just a presence.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't even know if my grandparents knew
Were
what
chivalrous.
were chivalrous.
Man, listen, them niggas were tough as fuck back then.
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen.
Like I know in movies they make it seem like they always courted the young lady.
Not
but
in the color purple.
Hey, look, and that's what I thought about. I thought about Celie.
Niggas feel sorry for Celie.
Boy, do it. To this day.
Hey, but he did try to court Suge Avery though. So, I guess they did. It just depend on if you were worth it or not.
Deemed worth it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, hey, that can still exist.
That's why I put it out there.
There we go. Hey, but for real, what is chivalry? Because I mean, I looked it up and I thought it was just gonna be like these little courting things that men do for women, but it came from the 14th century when they were talking about knights. It was like a honor you carried yourself with, but that's not how we necessarily look at it directly now. Like, what is chivalry to you?
No, but it still should be because
I completely agree.
yeah,
Go ahead.
because I think that's where it has to start, right?
Sure.
You have to carry yourself a certain way in order to treat somebody else a certain way. You know what I mean? Like it has to be in you, like that dog episode that I was talking about. So if you carry yourself,
I don't know if you born chivalrous.
No,
Yeah,
I probably
you gotta
it's
be bred that
definitely
way.
No,
something-
yeah,
it's
you
something
gotta,
that's
you gotta
taught.
be taught that. I know some niggas.
Man, but you know what? Like I think it don't even have to be like. I think it can be taught without being like this is what you should
without a
do.
lesson.
I think you can see it in certain ways, like because we can see behaviors and be like, okay, I should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like the things you saw your dad, things you see your dad do
For your mother.
for your mom, or the things you saw like
Yeah.
your uncles doing for your aunts and your grandfather doing for your grandma.
Oh shit, your big cousin doing for the girls he was trying to get.
Yeah, like all of
it ain't-
those things.
That's
become,
different, but I guess it could.
I
be
mean,
different.
and that's why I feel like it's a great conversation to have because the intent of chivalry
Yeah.
can be
Yeah.
can be
'Cause I done
totally
seen
different.
a lot of niggas do
Some
good shit
chivalrous
just to
things.
get some pussy.
Exactly.
And the nigga was like, all right, this really me. Like, I don't give a fuck about opening your door no more. I got the pussy. You know, so
but
shit like that.
So that's why I was saying
straight like that.
So that was the conversation that we was like really looking to have, like the things that were chivalrous back then versus the things that are considered chivalrous now. Because I know I remember, like, I went out with this one girl. I went to open her door and she was like, "Nigga, this ain't the prom." Like on the car door.
Yeah.
And because she just wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been told you don't have to open my door.
I feel I feel like that's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, we're gonna get to it though.
Independent.
We're gonna get to it.
Like, I can open my door.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can pay for this dinner too.
So start. Let's
I'm
start
sorry.
here. We're gonna
Yeah.
get down.
All right.
What is chivalry?
You got I thought you was about to get
I
to
was
it.
drinking.
Thought you were waiting your whistle.
What's chivalry for me? I guess having respect for yourself and others would be like, baseline for me.
What it look like though?
How you carry yourself. Just in, upstanding person. Like, I got respect, so I expect to give respect, and I expect for you to respect me. Like, that's just like a baseline. I'm always starting surface. So to me, that's what
dig a little bit.
Chivalry would have to be. But we're not there yet. You just asked me what it means to me.
No, put
that's
the shovel on the ground. First dig. That's right.
I think it's a combination of qualities and characteristics that you show. Like, and especially as it pertains to how we approach women and the building of that relationship and respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, of course, we can see examples of it, right? It's easy to speak on examples, but it's like, what do those characteristics look like? You know what I'm saying?
I'd like you to answer that question.
Like, you want to know what the characteristics look like?
Yeah.
I think it's just somebody, like he said, being respectful, one, right?
Yeah, I think that's a big one.
Number one.
Yeah, being able to see where you're needed, because I think a lot of the things that we lose in chivalry, we automatically assume is for whoever you're dealing with. Like, my mom told me open the door for all the women that came behind us too.
Yeah,
so it was anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was women. Yeah. Period. So it wasn't
not just because I'm trying.
Not just you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom.
No, that's a fact.
Like my mom used to stop at the door. Like, she could be 10 steps ahead of us. She would stand there and wait for us. Yes, you're gonna get because
I feel that in training
because she taught us. She was teaching us along the way. You know what I'm saying? No. We saw it from our dad, of course. You know what I'm saying? We saw it from my father. We saw it from my grandfather. Did the same thing, but it was a way of teaching without saying, you get doors for women, right? But when she saw that it wasn't happening, or almost like a misconception of you only get the doors for the women that you're with, then it was like, no, you get the door for all those women coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a lesson that we learned from men and women, because I saw my father do things and he said things to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he said, make sure you stand on the outside of her toward the street.
On the street.
If this car jumped this curb, you ought to be pushing her out the way,
right?
And you deal with whatever's coming.
Yeah.
And he was like, and you'll be built like when we was little. He was like, you'll be built enough to you'll probably damage that car. He was like, well, make sure you get her out the way.
Wrong.
Yeah, make sure you get her out the way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was the things like that. Like, that was what we consider chivalrous. But as we started to get older, we realized, like, it ain't just necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Like you see people on social media say, like, all superheroes don't wear capes. Mm-hmm. So it was like almost in your head, like, for me, especially as I got older, it was like doing the things that you would think of a superhero doing. You ain't gotta save everybody, but it was the little things. Like, you see they had an example, like Superman would be helping somebody cross the street.
Yeah.
They always thought of, like, the shit that the Boy Scouts did. Mm-hmm. You helping somebody push their groceries and stuff like that. Those were the things that we consider chivalrous. It wasn't necessarily about just a romantic thing. Yeah. But just the things that we saw men do.
That thing, to me, that sounds like what they were trying to instill in those medieval knights is carry yourself with honor. And one thing that you said a little while ago was show. So the things that we may feel, the things that we may think about, show the respect that you have for the women around you, the people around you in this world. When you start showing them, that's, to me, those are chivalrous acts. I care that shit. It's cold and it's raining outside. I'm gonna give you my coat and carry the umbrella for you. That's me showing that I got love and respect for you. Exactly.
He said he don't want to catch the flu.
Yeah,
I'll buy you a coat.
Look, show that I care about you. I'll stand in between a car for you. It might look minor, but it's actually a big thing.
That's not minor at all.
At all. But I'm saying, like, if you just saw somebody walking down the street, a man standing on one side, a woman on the other, it looks minor, but it's actually a huge thing. Yeah, I'm here to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
No, so it's to me, chivalry is like showing the respect and honor that I carry with myself, but I have for you. And like you said, it don't stop just because I'm dating you or you my family. It's the care and honor that I carry for the people in this world. Any woman that's in my vicinity when I'm by a door, look, I might just be there for 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure y'all get in. Now I got to the point. Until one of y'all be like, I got it. I'm like, cool, but I was gonna be there for you. Yeah. So to me, I feel like we all are in the same space of understanding with chivalry. So now the question is, does it still exist?
I think so. But like we went back to who said something, like one of y'all said something, I think he just said something you see like your dad do or whatever. I think that's a key thing, because if you seen your dad beat your mama and that's the only type of respect he was able to get after he did that, would that be like chivalrous to the person growing up seeing that?
I think that's not respect, that's fear.
No, but I'm saying he may look at it like this is the only way I can get. Yeah,
that's an interesting question.
I don't think he'll see it as chivalrous. I think he would see it as a respect thing. The chivalry is a little bit different, only in the sense of like it's an act that as a man or a boy or as a male, it's the act that you do in showing respect. Not so much as demanding respect.
It's motherfuckers, women that I've heard or seen on social media. If he don't put his hands on me, he don't love me.
So, I think that's another problem.
Yeah, no,
that's a whole other.
That's
another
issue.
Yeah. Like that's not chivalrous though. In my opinion, that's not chivalry.
So is it? So is chivalry just
because putting my hands on somebody is not honorable
at all to you or to me or to Byron? So to her, is that like
she need to go to therapy?
No, but it doesn't even line up with chivalry. It's
not even a joke.
But for her, that's just love. Okay, that's what her love looks like. That's what love looks like. How she
understands.
We kind of talked about that a long time ago. How we all saw love different, right? Okay. So I think that's love. Chivalry is more of an act, not so much like the act of putting my hands on you, but chivalry will be like if I open this door for her.
After I put my hand on her, I get her ice pack. Would that be chivalrous?
I guess that's what you. Yeah, like I guess you could kind of look at if.
Where you going, bro?
If chivalry.
I'm just throwing the shit out there. That's all. I'm just putting the bullshit out.
Yeah, so that could be chivalry in today's time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, but you know, like that shit, that ain't new. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not at all.
Like,
and
like the whole domestic violence.
That's why we can't say in today's time. Yeah, but to answer your question though, I don't think it's dead.
Why is that even a question in society now? Because I went to do my little research and I typed it in. There's all kinds of videos of people talking about this. Why is that even a question?
Because I feel like women feel like they are not
receiving those acts.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I think. Man, and I thought you was about to head toward it, and then you kind of
I'll be going left.
Yeah, like that nigga
I probably was going there, and then my Brandon did.
Nah,
squirrel. Yeah. That but go ahead.
I think a big part of it is like you was, and this was when I was like, that nigga was like, he said,
"That's why I got you."
It's when you saw your dad. Like it's because you saw your dad do it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody ain't got no dad.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everybody dad ain't around. That father figure ain't around, right? So if you didn't see that happening to your mom, or you didn't see that male figure doing this for the women around you, or even if you had that male figure and he wasn't that dude because he didn't learn it, you know what I'm saying? Or it just wasn't practiced for him to get your mama. You know what I'm saying? So it go back to what we say all the time. They teach us what they know.
What they know. Yeah.
They can only teach us what they know, right? So if your male figure was never that guy, how the hell he gonna teach it to you? They got classes that, you know, like if as a single parent, like a mom or dad or whoever can put their kid in classes where he learns to be a gentleman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You learn to use a fork. Yeah, the little etiquette classes. You learn to use like to set a table, which hand to eat with, which hand to shake hands with, how to, you know what I'm saying, how to do all these things. And they'll actually walk them into certain levels of chivalry, right? Yeah. Opening doors for women, how to greet them, do, you know what I'm saying, doing simple things like that. And I think it can carry over. But it's like, again, if the people doing the teaching don't even know to teach you, they just don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think part of it is what's popularized, because when I started thinking about chivalry and versus today in old times, like back in the day, even if my neighborhood, I might not have seen it, but the old movies, they always portray the man being a chivalrous man. They always portray him trying to do things for a woman, taking her out on dates and doing all these courteous things. But it's not really, to me, besides romantic comedies or romantic movies, which everybody not into, it's not really popularized. What's popularized is I'm here to get mine, like you here to get yours. I'm gonna get what I can out of this situation. I know you trying to get this out of the situation. So to me, part of it is the society we live in right now.
But you know what? I think some things, because you are just that person, you are chivalrous or courteous. I think some things you just don't even recognize, because I see it, like if you kind of pay attention, you see men open doors for women all the time.
All the time.
And then you don't think about it because it's like, this is what I'm supposed to do anyways. So
and that'd be I don't.
Like I'm supposed to do it anyway, so I'm not going to put emphasis on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are women who are dating men who don't.
Who don't what?
Who don't do those things.
Yeah.
And it's simple things. And
shit, talk. Yeah. No, but no,
your truth, bro. That's why we here.
I've seen that, and it be the smallest thing that you may do.
Yeah.
And they be like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like,
why would you do that for me? You like, well, because you
you are alive.
Yeah, like
you right here. Like I'm gonna tell you, like, I guess it's chivalrous, but something that bothers me, and I don't know why, like seeing women like carry shit,
bro.
Like, bro, I don't know, like I don't know where I get this from, but bro, that shit irks me. I be like, I got you, I got it. They be like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, nah, but I'm right here.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I got you, please. Yeah. Like it's fucking with me that you're carrying
this. Last week, this young lady at work was carrying something through the office, and she had to go like back and forth to do a few things. And I saw her, and I was like, "You need some help?" Of course, she's like, "No, I'm fine." I walk around to my desk, and I'm like, "Let me double back and go just make sure." I walk back and double, like, "You sure you good?" She's like, "No, I'm good." It's something, bro, like, listen, you don't have to do this because I'm here.
I don't know why.
Like I'm watching your legs buckle.
Exactly. You shaking it. The shelf is too high, bro, but it's
like, and I don't know why the fuck it gets me so much. It's like,
that's a big one.
Like, I'm like, bro, let me, give me this shit. Like, I got it.
Look, I won't go to the grocery store with my wife, but when she get home, like, I'll pick everything out the car. I'm not afraid of that. I like going to the grocery store, but I will pick everything.
Let me tell you, my mama broke us on that. She was like, I'm not about to go to work and make this money. Go buy these groceries and bring them in the house.
Yeah.
So
at least you can do is bring them in the house.
Go get the groceries and bring them in and put them up.
I respect that, mama.
I just thought it was the rules.
That carrying shit, even shit, if we travel, me and my wife, her suitcase got wheels. And I have a bag right here. Nah, I got it. I
You got a
She
car
like-
strap
she
to your
like-
back.
I got
She like-
her luggage, my
nigga.
rolling.
I can
I
roll
only
this.
got my purse. I can roll it. It's okay.
Like,
No.
Look, I
I'ma
be
roll
struggling.
this
She look like,
motherfucker
you all right?
with my
Yeah, I'm
calf.
fine.
I got this bitch strapped to my calf. I got it. Don't touch this bag.
Until she had to say, like,
But tell my mama I love her if I die.
Because I'm down to do it
Like,
today.
she had to be like, nah, nigga, let me roll this
Yeah.
motherfucker through the
It
airport.
got wheels on it.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
you right. But nah, that shit bothers me. I ain't know nobody else was like that.
No, that's,
Like-
that's one thing that like catch my eye no matter where I'm
And
at.
I don't know why. Like, that's like my one fucking like thing, but it gets me. You know,
Yeah.
like opening doors and shit like that.
Yeah.
And also, I do. I think I've heard some people like you flirty or whatever. But like, have you ever just seen like a woman, like let's say work or something, real quiet, like to herself, and you just said like, man, those shoes are dope. You just made a fucking day. Like, I don't know why I feel like I'm supposed to be that person.
Yeah, you by yourself.
No, honestly, like I'm not trying to get at you or nothing, but it's like, like complimenting women, like I feel like men should do that. Like that, it helps a lot because from what I hear, that don't happen a lot either.
It's
not on no damn you fine as fuck. Like not on no
but
shit like that.
It's kind of tough in today's world. I don't know about the past because
it is.
you start flirting with that line of, is he flirting with me or am I not?
But
And-
you know a flirt. Like it ain't. Come on.
No, you don't.
But you know what?
I
I think it's some people who just haven't been complimented, who
For
doesn't
sure.
know what a compliment look like versus what
Flirting.
flirting
Okay.
You trying to get at me.
Yeah.
I remember, and this always stuck out to me. It was this girl on the tennis team in college. I didn't want her. I didn't like her. She actually had a bad attitude to me, but she had this dress on. I'm like, that is a fire ass dress, bro. And walking through the cab, I said, yo, that's a nice ass dress. She gave me the stankiest look ever. Didn't say a word, just walked off. I was like, I wasn't trying to get at you. That was a nice dress.
But I mean,
But to her, it probably felt like he trying to get on to me. Me, I'm just
I don't even
it's just
want
a
you.
compliment.
Like-
I don't. I don't at all.
Yeah.
I already know about you. I don't want none of that. But you never
heard
know.
about you already, baby. You can stop the acting.
Bro, that's
you
the
what?
shit Brandon supposed to say. You can't say that.
That's my
shit.
line.
That's a Brandon
You rubbing
line.
off on me.
That's a Brandon line.
My bad, dog.
Come on, man. We're gonna be better than that season.
It's in me,
You're
dog.
crazy. But he didn't even have. You didn't have to say that part at all.
Too late.
He was past it.
He was.
Too late.
That nigga went back in his feelings. Look, he went back to
Hey.
him feeling like,
Pissed.
you know what,
Still
motherfucker?
mad.
Look,
Still mad.
he upset.
Still mad. That girl done pissed
Shout
him
out
off.
to her, to the tennis team.
Still under his skin. Nigga still mad about that shit.
All right. So we're
Okay.
talking about how people perceive chivalry now. Like for men, for it to possibly be an issue in today's time, what gets in the way of us being chivalrous? One thing I thought of was like our ego or me being made to feel like I'm being a simp in today's society. Is that something, or what else do you feel like gets in the way of us being chivalrous as I guess a direction of why chivalry is dying?
It might be the same reason that you just said. Because when you told a girl she had a nice dress,
Yeah.
her reaction may have triggered you to be like, I ain't telling another motherfucker nothing. So now the girl who would have appreciated that and be like, who struggled in the mirror, like, I don't know if this dress is it.
Yeah.
And you told her that, and it would have made her fucking day.
Now she don't get that.
She don't get that because of the one, thing. And I think that's a reason also.
Yeah, I definitely think that's one.
Yeah.
I think another one is just them not young men not knowing. You don't know no better.
That might be number one.
Yeah.
Why? Besides not having it at home, why else do you think they don't know? Because, like I said, I mean, it's images of it everywhere. But
Ooh, and I hate to say this, but you kind of don't have to no more. And that's what you was looking for.
I agree.
I'm gonna leave right there.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in on that.
Help
And
me out.
I was listening to somebody, and what they said was like, they said it's women's fault that men aren't chivalrous, and this is why.
I'm glad you said they.
Yeah, they say I ain't say this, but this is why, because men will do what it takes for women. If every woman had the standard of you have to be chivalrous to get me to keep me, then men would adjust how they approach and proceed. But if you don't, if you have standards and this one over here, all I got to do is say hello and she gonna open them up.
I think that approach is like the which one came first, the chicken or the egg. I honestly feel like that because for when you say that, it's gonna be some woman that was like, I was with this nigga and he didn't do it, so I did it for myself. This nigga didn't open my door, so I opened my own door. So then the next guy says, well, I didn't open her door because she always opened her own door. You see what I'm saying? So it just turns into a cycle.
If he,
you see what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
But if he doesn't open her door, but she still allows him to get everything that she has, then she's telling him it's okay. But if she doesn't give him what he's expecting after not opening the door, he gonna be like, oh shit, what I gotta do now? What I gotta do? Or I'm gonna move on. And if the next one says the same thing, I might have to elevate my chivalry standards. But if I go to the next one and she's like, yeah, you can fuck anytime you want.
No, I get what you're saying about that. But if she now gets used to, let's say, and I think there's an easier way to do it. Like, there's a guy over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then a woman, and then a guy over here. All right, so this is the guy that from our past. She's here now. Then there's a guy from our future, right? If she dealt with this dude and he didn't open doors for her, and let's say she didn't give him no ass, right? She ain't give him no ass. She ain't fuck him, nothing, right? He didn't get what he wanted. But because of that happening, she like, this nigga would have left me standing in the fucking cold if I ain't opened the door for myself. So then there's a time period between her dealing with him and her dealing with the future guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she's opening her own doors. She had to become this independent woman, like, you know what I'm saying? So she gets used to doing things for herself. So then when she meet a dude, she like, he may be like the last one where I fuck around and have to stand in the cold. So then she opens her door, right? She gets used to doing it. So then he either says, no, I got it for you, or he allows her to do it. So this dude never learns. You see what I'm saying? The first dude never learns. This one never learns.
Hey, that's gonna be the thumbnail. Point at you.
This one never learns that he needs to open the door. You know what I'm saying? Because she like, I'm not gonna teach this nigga how to be a man. You should have got that from your dad or your mammy, because that's how it get angry, right? So then that guy either starts to open the door for her, or she says, no, I got it for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and being chivalrous ain't necessarily about getting a reward.
That's a big piece.
Like being chivalrous is about receiving an award or being told good job. You know what I'm saying? Like these are adult things that you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we celebrate too much shit that's regular shit.
That should be regular shit.
Yeah, that should be regular shit. I feel like we over celebrate shit for people. That's a whole different topic. I'm about to talk about this shit on a different one because it was a racist moment for me. But I definitely feel like we celebrate shit that should be some regular shit. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's positive, I think it should be. There should be a space for celebration for it. So, because if you don't, then it's not reinforced.
So before we go to the celebration part, what you just said, as far as like, so time out. Remember we just had a conversation a couple weeks ago, and I was like, bum ass niggas, and I was like, if women just don't give them pussy, they'll like elevate their life, right? And you kind of like shut it down with, well, shit, it's some weak ass. He didn't say this, but I'm just using my terms. You know, some weak ass women who are desperate and just looking for men, and they'll take whatever.
Right.
So is that the same with the chivalry shit?
I think that's the same conversation. And the last piece,
but I do agree that like if they're not doing what they need to do, don't give them like.
And see, that's the other part to your scenario is first guy is another woman over here that would let him continue to be that. So that perpetuates. I don't have to do it.
She finer.
So check this out. The same way as men that we have to see it. Women have to see it too.
Yeah.
So if
Can women be chivalrous?
No. Here's what I'm saying.
Right,
if that young lady as a little girl never saw men doing it for her mom, being chivalrous, or she never saw her dad being chivalrous, or she never saw her uncles or her older brother, any of these men being that guy, then how would she even know that men are supposed to get the door for her as a girl?
But if let's say we started today and we told every woman that's watching, every woman in the world, raise your standards of chivalry. The chivalry in the world will increase because men are going to do whatever it takes to get some pussy. And if you show me that it don't take much, I'm not going to do much. But if you show me and require me across the board that I got to do more, we're going to do more. Yikes. Because we want pussy.
But the thing is, it ain't even going to be about chivalry, because the standard to get pussy now ain't chivalry.
I'm just saying that's a part of the standard.
No, so it's
a
not.
part of you. Hey, if you gotta get educated, so you can do something. You gotta have some drive. You gotta be.
It's not, but that's not the standard across the board.
But
that's what I'm saying.
If that's how I'm trying to show you how the effect of women have on this space.
No, I get what you're saying, but then that would so you're saying for every woman, like, hey, if y'all make these men do A, B, C, D, and E under the guise of chivalry, then every man will step up their game.
In basic terms,
no, because niggas with money still ain't gonna do it, because it's gonna be somebody that'll pop that pussy for a couple dollars.
That's exactly what he's
saying. But listen, this is what I'm saying. Even with that, it still has to start early. Like I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like it's still gonna be somebody that just be like, I don't really care for that. So this money will make
I don't really need it.
Yeah, I don't
money
need it.
The I
money
emotionally have nothing, and this dude shows me some love. I'll take it.
Right. But I feel like it's kind of like, and I say this shit all the time, especially my homeboys that got daughters. I'd be like, man, hug your daughters, right? Because if they don't see that early, like, and it ain't, and we can say set the standard like now, but the standard got to be, it's got to be something that's set so far.
So what I'm saying is not realistic, and you're right. To be able to get to that point, it has to start in the past, early on, with these young women. But what I'm just saying, all I'm trying to illustrate is the power that women have in this space. Is if they were able to raise their standards of requirement in the chivalrous, and all it is, like we said, was showing respect, adoration.
We should have changed the title to what? Power to P.
It might be. Hey, you go in one thing, you come out another. Hey, but that's how powerful I think women can be in this space. If they have to require. Now they have to also go through, man, I haven't felt love in my life, and this dude is showing me some attention. I never got this, and I'm feeling this way. It's still, if they were able to come together as a coalition and say, hey, this is what we were going to require, men would adjust, because that's how powerful the P is. Chivalry.
But
all right, let's dive to the point that you said, because I wrote down a point that chivalry should not be a quid pro quo. Like, I'm not doing this to get something.
Right.
And I think that's, to me, honestly, I was like, chivalry is really like, could be the foundation mentality of marriage. It's like, I go into doing things because I am an honorable man. I am a person that carries myself with respect, and I want to show these things to the world. This minor act is how I have to actually behave with my wife, because I can't necessarily every time I do something expect something. When you start trying to keep score, somebody gonna be losing all day long,
man.
Especially in the ebbs and flows of life. But it could be seen as the basis of the mentality of marriage. I had that thought in my own head. What you think?
I agree.
Take a shot.
Yeah. I agree. No, I actually do agree. I think it could be the basis of marriage. Like you could base how marriage itself should function. And how you shouldn't expect because you do.
Yeah, the counselor told me that.
That's like tough though for regular people.
What's regular people?
I think it's just tough. I think it's.
I struggle with it.
So you do something to expect something.
I don't necessarily think that I go out and say, hey, I'm gonna do this, and I expect her to do this. It's like I'm doing these things, and you be like, after a while, you be like, I've done quite a bit.
You're looking for the reaction,
yeah,
or the reciprocity of it, right?
It's not my intention to open the door. I'm getting some pussy tonight. I'm gonna get dinner.
Time out.
Uh-oh. He had an epiphany.
Nah, nigga, yeah. Cause what
one of them?
What it was some episode.
Ours?
Yeah, and you were talking the total opposite.
Hey, he the best at this.
Cause I didn't agree. Basically, you gotta. Oh, maybe that was off camera. I think that was off camera. We'll go. We'll get to that.
Hey, we here now. You done started it. You done got the people interested. Shit. Snitches.
That was off camera.
Get snitches.
Yeah. Damn. All right, go ahead.
No, we here now, bro.
No.
We here.
Nigga said, go ahead.
No.
She ain't gonna watch.
It was
It's a free space, a safe space.
It was one of those conversations. And you was in me and Byron. It was definitely off camera, but me and Byron was saying something different, and you was like,
"What was I saying?"
I'm waiting. So your responsibility is to just do, right, and just do, and not expect anything in return.
Ideally.
That's what you said. Now you just said something different.
That's exactly what I just said.
No.
That's what. Not,
so
exactly
the first time you didn't say that second part. You didn't say then I just wonder when it's gonna happen.
Okay.
No, you was just stuck on like it'll happen when it happens, and I'm just waiting
to,
and I'm just waiting to get over the hump until it does or some shit.
Yeah.
But right now it sounds like you've been thinking a little bit on some.
So I'll say that's probably the extended part of the original thought because and that sounds like the theory that I want to move towards,
and I just utilize down so much the best way I could.
That's definitely the theory that I want to move forward. Like when I'm talking about this quid pro quo, like I want to move like that, where I'm just doing because this is my wife who I've committed myself to, but I always have these human thoughts of like, dang, I'm doing this, and I'm not getting that. Or I'm doing all these things and she's not doing this. Or shoot, she's doing all these things and I'm not giving nothing. Like I have these thoughts, but ideally I want to move in a space where there is no scoreboard. Where I can just, hey, I'm just doing this because I'm an honorable man and I love you. I'm not there.
It was just okay. It was just a different conversation.
I'm not lying right now.
I think
because you do lie.
Hey, I do that. I lie. Sometimes I'm good.
This man crazy as fuck, man.
Hey, man.
But yeah,
here to tell my truth, dad. What's up? What you got?
It's Chivalry dead.
I can honestly say I probably do operate in a space of like, let me just do my part. Like I think we talked about that in the car.
I believe you.
Like as far as like I just feel like if I do my part, like whether we believe in God, like the universe, fucking whatever you believe in, I think it sees and understands and realizes that you're doing your part and you do good, you get good.
So I didn't share this, but that was like, I guess a New Year's resolution of mine. I ain't really call it that, but it was exactly what you just said. I just want to, I'm going to do my part and hopefully, and I'll get the same.
And honestly, I don't do it in hopes of some good coming back to me. Yeah. I'm just do my part.
Yeah.
Because
and it'll play out like it needs to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because if the conversation never comes up, you won't say, "Well, you ain't."
Yeah. And yeah,
I'm gonna just do my part.
That's one of my.
Look, hey, so this is probably a little beyond the original topic.
I'm sure.
What you feel like is your part is not up to what they are expecting?
Well, it's not. It's not about your standard.
And see,
I'm just do my part.
Yeah. What if your standard? Your part is less than their standards.
Well, because
what
people
fills that gap.
But the thing is, it's kind of like the hindsight is 20/20 thing, right? So if I go and do something, whether like now you can critique it on the back end, no. If you like, if
you just looking for some shit at that point.
you just looking for some shit.
But let's say, and I'm gonna keep it simple because this always pops up. I'll do the dishes and clean the kitchen.
Dishes.
Yeah, because that shit always pops up. I'll clean the kitchen twice a week. I'm not doing it every night. That's where I'm at right now. To me, my part is clean. And I'll Swiffer the floor, clean the counters twice a week. But her expectation is that kitchen is clean every night. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
You're doing your part.
I think you're doing your part,
right?
Yeah.
But not to the relationship.
What is that though? Who sets that standard?
Clearly, what she just said.
Whoever wants the most, whoever owns the pussy, right?
Hey. But it comes to compromising though. You got to compromise on some shit. So if y'all can
you compromise by yourself?
They be compromising outside.
Nah, you can't do that now.
Compromise on the couch.
I do 2 times a week.
That's it. I feel you.
Do your part.
I clean the kitchen every day.
You show up.
Look. I forgot who was sitting right there.
She don't watch.
I'm gonna send her the clip.
She don't watch.
And we can say that.
This shit is what mile marker?
She don't watch.
I'm putting this motherfucker as my first pick.
Yes.
Put this shit out here.
Tag.
Send this one just to me. Send this one just to me.
Man, listen. My nigga gonna jump in the comment, but she real. You don't stop lying to these goddamn people.
Listen, I was like, that nigga said.
Yeah.
I couldn't
the whole show stop.
I couldn't even hold it, goddamn.
Man,
you niggas ain't shit, man. Y'all supposed to roll. You gotta ride with your boy. Fuck it, huh?
You couldn't even ride with yourself on that shit, my nigga. You was in the car by yourself and roll. You cut the motherfucker off. Me and goddamn ride, cuz.
You're right. But yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, all right.
But no, I am gonna. But that ain't my part though. But
why?
No.
Would she say that?
Nah, hell no. Fuck no, she wouldn't say that.
She wouldn't say it's not your part?
Not no every day. Fuck no.
But some days.
Yeah. That's why I said my New Year's shit, I'm gonna do my part. You know what I mean? And see how shit goes.
But I honestly feel like if you operate in the world like that, I do my part.
Yeah.
If you're in a mindset of I'll do my part, and if you decide to do more, that's on you.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we all go into it like I'm gonna do my part at least, I feel like we're in a decent space.
It's like and I guess this off. We get into it, right? And I think you made the example. I come and apologize. You ain't really fucking with it. I did my part. I can live with that, right?
Yeah.
So I think like life.
Yeah.
Just do your part. So yeah, that's
hold the door.
Yeah. I think it's people who do. It's some people that go above and beyond, and kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Like you niggas may have a special, special place in heaven.
I think everybody
go above.
In some space.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like you're more inclined to. Lean into what they're more inclined to do.
Yeah. I feel like everybody, has a certain space that they like, I'm gonna do this.
I think, and I'm marinating on what you said. I think just doing your part would actually help us in a lot of situations, like the woman that walks by and says, "I don't need you to open the door." Well, I didn't actually do it to make you happy.
Yeah,
I did my part, and I don't need it. But people will take her emotions and her words and internalize them. So when the next time they can open the door, they don't do it.
It almost becomes personal.
That's what I just
said. So don't take it personal. Just do it because it's my part.
It's my part.
Just use my example again. I just said that with the dress,
hey,
bro.
Man,
don't be trying to come be smarter than me, bro. I said the shit first earlier.
Hey, look, some people hear you and some people hear me.
You're right, but look,
but no,
both ways.
So do I need to say it because some people hear me?
Yeah, because everybody.
Don't nobody hear me. Nobody hears me. Nobody.
But nah, like even with us, like the comments and the shit we just did before the show, like just we got to do our part. So, and I think that's gonna help everything run smooth, just even through life. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. Look at that. We talked about this shit. We had a good talk.
Nope. I got one more piece.
All right,
what's that piece?
we talked a couple months ago about music affecting the power of music.
Okay.
Do you feel that chivalry being feeling that it's being eliminated in society or dying can be attributed to it not being promoted in the music? Because a lot of times we spend a lot of time with the music that we spend. And you grew up in the 80s and 90s. You grew up in the 90s where if you look back, there's a lot of chivalrous music. It's not a lot today.
Well, Boosie said, I ain't never had shit, but I can fuck a bad bitch. I felt that.
Can you tell me what that has to do with chivalry?
No chivalry involved. No chivalry involved.
I was about to say J. Cole was folding clothes. So what is that? What does that tell us?
I'm just saying, like it's not widely spread.
Oh shit!
I don't think it was like widely spread like in the 90s.
I feel like all the music that y'all are teaching me about now has a lot of chivalry in it.
It did.
I think they're doing. I think they're doing romantic things for their person. But I don't think it's something that has to be rapped for you to open a door.
I'm just saying the spirit of it, the spirit of chivalry. I don't feel in today's music consistently. Like you said, J. Cole, he's gonna bring some knowledge to you. But majority of the music we listen to, especially men and women, is not on a space of chivalry. It's not of a space of I'm trying to show you the respect that I have from you. It's really kind of I'm getting what I can out of you.
I don't listen to that music.
Yeah, FREE fuck nigga free.
Yeah, you should be. Hey, look, that's the start of raising your standards, right? Hey, she got a goddamn anthem.
She got an anthem. She got an anthem.
I hope the women can understand what she's trying to get at.
Glorilla.
But
they just want you to pay their rent.
Yeah.
That you're a fuck nigga if you don't.
If you don't. Yeah. Now we gotta define what
I'm a fuck nigga.
Yeah, I've been a fuck.
I'm not, because
ain't never been a paymaster.
I'm paying the one out I live with.
Of course, nigga.
That's
You always gotta speak the obvious.
That's a little different.
Man.
Lame man.
Hey, some people don't see the obvious.
Oh, lame man.
I be that, been that. We'll continue.
This nigga here crazy, man.
Lame man.
All right, cool.
Lame man. Nigga.
I'm good with it. I'm good with my skin. I'm enough, right?
I'm enough.
Thanks, man.
You are enough.
All right. Now this was a great episode. Better than what I thought. I'm tired as fuck.
Nobody cares.
Hey, my birthday tomorrow.
So by the time you see this, it's not going to be tomorrow. His birthday is going to be on Monday that just passed.
January 30th was my birthday. You right.
It's not for right now.
Nah.
January 30th was my birthday. Turning 35. We're gonna put the cash up at the bottom.
Scrolling across.
Yeah, do that.
Dropping Dymes,
make it look real nice. We're gonna play some offering music too, because I know at the church they play real offering upbeat music.
It make you feel like you need to.
You know what? The Lord put this on my heart to where I need to give something. So yeah,
I'm gonna put the Dropping Dymes website so you can go buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, and a t-shirt.
No, not and just.
This man crazy. We love y'all, man. We really do. Appreciate y'all watching.
Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, continue to subscribe, continue to share, comment, hit that like button, and also hit that bell. We did some stuff for these last, you know what I'm saying, when we dropped them parts for episode 1.
The live.
That bell would have let y'all know that them parts was coming out. You know what I'm saying? So hey, continue to hit that bell, man. We're gonna have Brandon doing some stuff during the week. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly. I don't even think you knew about it. But hey man, thanks for coming out and kicking it with us. Thanks for spending a little time. We love y'all. We're Dropping Dimes.
Everything that man said, all love, man.
Yeah.
This how I'm feeling inside.